We're going to be able to switch back over full time to Piece of Cake versus Coño's big team in our first semifinal. It's going to be Coño's big team selecting Reviver. That's DT number 3 with a 3-2 lead in their favor. All right, we're back live going into DT number 3. The finger control DT pick, very tricky, sort of strange aim and heavy finger control requirement in this one. Very tough little map. Kind of the, I would say, the type of map you would expect from Coño's big team. Very solid speed players and very good finger control on that roster as well. I think for one of the first times all tournament we see Lucent coming in. 404 not found, aim not found. Really haven't seen much of him, but he'll be present here. Dropping his combo, but he will be present. AJT, the only combo on the side of Coño's big team. Dada, in fact, comboing as well as Coretto for Piece of Cake. Does find a break, so it's Coretto versus AJT with the lead on the side of Coño's big team. He'll be responsible for maintaining that as long as he can keep his combo up. As Coretto does break for Piece of Cake, that's going to give Coño's big team a bit more of an advantage here. As long as Nega can hold on to that combo, things are going to be pretty handily in the favor of CBT. Does finally break, but was able to establish about a 4 million point lead for Coño's big team. Don't know if there's going to be any sort of way for Piece of Cake to come back in this one, as they do find themselves down about 4 million points. Going to come back a little bit thanks to the combos that they were able to establish at the end here. Don't think it's going to be enough, however. It's going to be a little closer than Coño's big team would have liked, but the victory is theirs, and that's going to be a 4-2 lead now. Very close. Only 713,000 points, largely backed by that combo through the first half from Nega. 590 combo was pretty much what gave them the lead that they were able to cling to. A little bit longer, Piece of Cake might have been able to make a comeback there, but just was not to be that time. Yeah, and it's going to be Fremont 3 as the next pick from Piece of Cake. Goodbye, Mr. Jack. So, This is interesting because I have to figure we're gonna see easy coming into play here from Coño's big team. Like, it's just gonna happen. Yolkspie is gonna play easy. Lucent might play easy as well. I could honestly see them just for easying this. It's not like the simplest easy map necessarily, but they're the sort of team that'd do that crap. And you guys are about to hear a ShareX ping, so just warning you ahead of time. DDM coming in for Coño's big team. So legitimately, I wouldn't be surprised if they go 3 easy, 1 hidden. Like, I absolutely would not be surprised if that's what we're seeing here. Wow, they're not doing that at all. I'm so disappointed in CBT right now. They're going 2 hidden, 2 nomad. What the heck? Actual losers. I can't believe they're not running a single easy. Like, that team being that team, I'm really surprised. DDM hidden, Yolkspie hidden, AJT Lucent, nomad players. On the side of Piece of Cake, it's going to be easy on Best, 459, and hidden on Mistia. Dada and Akane Hime going to go with the nomad. Seriously though, I fully expected Yolkspie and potentially Lucent as well, at least, to play easy on this. Early breaks from Coño's big team on kind of surprising sources. Yolkspie and AJT both missing at about the same spot. Lead going to be on the Piece of Cake side. Dada going to find a break, but for now. Early on, though, this is one of the longer maps in the pool. It's 3 minutes, 41 seconds. I believe that makes it the second longest map in the pool behind Nomad 1. And there's a lot of tricky portions. These rhythms are pretty complex. DDM finding a break as well. Coño's big team with no FCs and 2 very low combos now. DDM and Lucent, the 2 South Korean members of that squad, both breaking. Piece of Cake gonna try to take advantage. They do find a break from Mistia on the Buzz Slider, but Yolkspie and Lucent both breaking as well. The only combo in Coño's big team, surprisingly enough, AJT. This is not going well for Coño's big team. Meanwhile, Best with the Easy FC still alive. Dada and Akane Hime both breaking though. The lead is in favor of Piece of Cake. You do have to take into account Best 459 and his Easy. That's about another, his score is just straight up doubled. So unless the lead is, 4 million points for CBT, it is still in favor of Piece of Cake for now. They do have some combo building up on Coño's big team with AJT up around 570. DDM building up to a 400 combo. The only FC is the one player going easy. I will stand by my statement that I'm surprised not more people played easy on this because of that exact reason. I would think for good easy players, this is easier on easy, but what do I know? I'm not an easy player. Misty gonna find a break. Now the lead is in favor of CBT now, I believe. It's pretty close still, and if they find breaks, Piece of Cake can bring this one back. Oh, but Best 459 does break his FC. 11 million point lead for Coño's big team. AJT still on the 850 combo. DDM at about 700. Yolkspie about 600. Lucent about 500. They're nicely delineated combos on that side. And I'm pretty sure this is now over. It's a 13 million point lead for Coño's big team. Mistia finding another break. Dada and Akane Hime are building up some combo, but we're getting toward the end, and nobody from CBT is showing any signs of slowing down. Okay, Best did not actually break. Thanks, tournament client. I appreciate you. That time maybe he broke, and Dada broke as well, I think. I don't know that it's going to matter anyway. It's a 20 million point lead. He has 12 million points, so you can do the math on that one. AJT and DDM binding breaks. The Oak Spy still going as well as Lucent. And this one's going to be a Coño's big team victory. That is another break point for them. That will take them up to a 5-2 advantage. This one going pretty quickly here. This is what happens. That team is really incredibly good at playing from in front. The S rank does show up from Best 459, just a slider break, but unfortunately for him, it was a poorly timed one, and the scores from CBT kind of speak for themselves. Lucent and DDM with almost identical scores. That's actually pretty crazy. They're literally 50,000 points apart. AJT another couple million points ahead, and then Yoke Spy a little bit farther with the 1,000 combo. They just did what they could, but it just was not enough. Would have needed an FC from Best and then some if they wanted to have a chance at winning that pick, with it ending up at a 27 million point difference. That's pretty significant. I mean, technically you can think of it as like a 14 million point difference, I guess, but it's still pretty notable. And we're going to see another DT pick here from CBT. It's going to be AG Queen Bee. DT number 2, the streamy DT pick. Dada ZTS Law. Is he going to stay in? Dada ZTS Law? Are there any double tappers in the chat? Because this is your time to rise up. This is like a TKF Coretto Lucent. Maybe not Majora, I guess? I don't know. The real big brain move on this map is to miss on the aim and hit the streams. That's how good players do it. We'll see if that's what ends up happening to anyone here. I legit just never got the all players are ready notification at any point. Thank you, Bancho. Yeah, it straight up never gave me the all players are ready notification. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. All right, literally Bencho glitch. I actually control F'd in my IRC client and never had The last time I got the all players are ready notification from Bancho was for the last map. So that's cool. It's going to be the early lead for Piece of Cake as Nega misses on literally nothing. That's not what you want to miss on. In fact, you'd rather not miss on nothing. You'd rather miss on either something or not miss. Those are kind of the two preferred options, generally speaking. Perhaps there was a very small localized earthquake literally in his bedroom. I don't know. But it's going to be the lead on to the side of Piece of Cake. Any double tappers? Any double tappers? Actually, I think like pretty much everybody that's playing this can play it properly, which is fairly impressive. Just the one slider break from Nega, and it's a 2 million point lead for Piece of Cake. As he types out how, or writes out how. That's a good question, honestly. I don't know how. It was an Osu how moment. There's still a lot of combo left in this one. The ending is very tricky, as we've said before. So it's almost always going to come down to who can combo the last few streams in the map. But do you see most of the players pretty confident with this one? TCAP the only one having trouble with his accuracy. You know what that means. But keeping the combo up is the important part. AJT about 140 combo behind. We'll see if that's all that ends up making a difference, but I'm sure somebody else will break. There's no way we see a 7-way FC on this, so it's just going to be a matter of when. Oh, but it's Lucent that'll find the break. So Coño's big team now without a big combo, and I think this is going to be a break. This is going to be a point here. Okay, thank you, TCAF, for failing the ending. I really appreciate that because that ruined... He didn't even fail. I hate this tournament client. Piece of Cake won the point. That's like the important part to note here. So it is 5-3. But like, somebody send a clip of this, of what just happened to Pepe and tell him that this is dumb. Because it literally ruins the ending of the map when the player in slot 1 quote-unquote fails. He didn't even fail. If you look at the MP link, he passed the map. Like, I could understand this happening if he'd actually failed the map, but because there's this lag between the tournament client and Bancho, if somebody fails close to the end, even if they recover, it doesn't actually catch it because of that delay. So it thinks they still failed, it throws their score out, doesn't bring them back in, and it closes like the audio because the audio comes from slot 1. So then you have no audio for the ending of the map either. It's literally the dumbest thing about this fucking client. It's literally the dumbest shit. And it, like, anytime this happens, and it happens like relatively frequently enough that I see it on a literally daily basis, and anytime this happens, you have to like go into the MP like, all right, they didn't actually fail, and their score would have counted anyway. Even if they had failed, they won the map. So now I have to change the points and the stars and everything in the tournament client because we're too incompetent to provide a fucking piece of working software for people to use to stream these tournaments. Anyway, good job, Piece of Cake, getting a break point. It's 5-3 the score. Their pick next to come. All right, so the next pick from Piece of Cake is going to be Hidden One, so that's going to be the edited version of Fly Heart Fly. So, as we've talked about in previous matches, for anyone not familiar, there's a submitted version of this map that's not the one being used because I guess it has some like unbuffered buzz sliders or something like that. So we have a custom edit of this diff that was uploaded just for the map pack separately, basically, that has that issue with the map kind of fixed. So we end up with a more playable version of the map. All right, we're gonna get underway here with the 5th pick from Piece of Cake. Down 5 points to 3, but they did get a break point back. So we'll see if they can get another pick of their own, bring it to 5-4, make this thing a little bit tighter. Start breathing down the necks of Coño's big team. It's going to be best 4-5-9, Mistia, Dada, and Corretto taking on AJT, Majora, DDM, and Yolkspie. Surprisingly, Yolkspie, the first one to break within the first 150 combo or so. Not a huge amount of combo lost there, but any miss is a kind of a bad one going into the verses of this map. Not that difficult. So it's kind of free combo that he's missing out on about 150 of. This one relatively long by a lot of the maps in this pool standards, 2 minutes 52 seconds. Plenty of streams to go around. Everyone making it through the first. So we go into the first Ki with about a 1.5 million point lead, maybe. A piece of cake. DDM gonna misaim that stream. Yolkspie gonna find his own break. So piece of cake still with 4 FCs, just 2 now for Coño's big team. AJT and Majora. AJT, in fact, going to miss as well as DDM finding another break. So Majora, the only combo on CBT. Mistia does lose his full combo. There are still 3, though. Piece of cake with Best, Dada, and Corretto all full comboing. And they're going to be able to take a pretty big lead now because of that. That's a lot of combo advantage to their side. Or to 10 million points goes that lead. Dada finding a break, so it's going to get a little tighter now. Best and Corretto gonna need to hold on as long as they can, as Majora still has his FC for Coño's big team, and the others are gonna try to build their combo back up. Yolkspie, DDM, AJT all getting things back together after having some trouble in that first Ki section. So Majora will be basically single-handedly trying to take on Best and Corretto into the second Ki. Most everyone looking fairly comfortable with this. There goes Best's full combo. 11 million point lead for Piece of Cake, but there's only 1 FC left against 1 FC for Coño's big team, but the combo advantage now to Coño's big team, so we'll be trying to bring this lead back now. Dada gonna break as well. Things might get a little dicey here toward the end if Corretto doesn't hold on. He doesn't. He does find a break. DDM breaks as well, but Majora is the combo that you're going to be looking out for. He does have an FC. It's 1,000, almost 1,100 combo. 4 million points is within the realm of reason here at the end. Corretto, Dada both breaking, DDM missing again, but that's not the point that's going to matter. It's going to be the other 3 on Coño's big team, all holding on. And that's going to be the lead going over to Coño's big team at the very last second. They're going to be taking this one with the backing of the Majora FC, and the long combos from Yolkspie and AJT. After missing in that early Ki, did not break another time. And Coño's big team will take the point and the match point now. 6-3 goes the lead. One miss at the end for Majora. I'm not sure why the client thinks he failed. He literally had 1 miss. That's an Osu turning client moment. This is just full of them, I guess. That's kind of what happens. DDM, not a good score from him, only 8 million points, but Majora just hard carrying that one. 6.7 million point margin of victory for Coño's big team. And Majora, the best score in the lobby by 10 million points. AJT and Yokespie doing what they could to back him up, and it was enough. And with their match point, Coño's big team is going to pick Coconut Mall. So tricky position if you're a piece of cake now. Gotta win 3 points in a row just to send it to a tiebreaker. And then you'd have to win Putal Da against Coño's big team. So they are facing an uphill battle here. We've seen this map a few times. It's going to be the tricky little Nomad 6 gimmicky map. This is actually such a nice little song. I love it. Very short as well, minute 27. Pretty cool. Around the tournament, it looks like we've had another match finish. We had Pocket Galaxy with the 7-1 victory over Team Vavilium, so that one went pretty quickly. About an hour for that one, finished a few minutes ago. That is a rough go for Pavilions. Pocket Galaxy, always a tricky team. So they're going to be our second team advancing on in the losers bracket this week. And we'll get to find out who they face in just a second, because I believe they do face the loser of this match. So it looks like we're going to get Pocket Galaxy versus Piece of Cake next Saturday. I am fairly sure that is correct, at least. Meanwhile, over here still, Coño's big team looking to close things out. They will have AJT, Majora, Malteser, and Yokespie, a 3 UK player roster for this pick. Piece of Cake with Best, Akane Hime, Dada, and Vroom CV Vitae as they try to stay alive in the winner's bracket here. Looking to avoid that matchup with Pocket Galaxy at all costs, but I think it's in their fate, unfortunately. Writing is a little bit on the wall in this match, but you never say never. If they can win this pick, they can win anything, right? That's what you gotta have, that kind of confidence. It's just, you know what? Let's play this map. Let's try our best. However, they're gonna 4-miss. So forget everything I just said. They literally 4-missed a 200 combo into the map. That's gonna be Coño's big team taking a pretty big early lead. Majora finding a break of his own. I keep saying finding. I'm trying not to say that so much, but I can't help it. Vroom. Okay, Best did not actually break. The other two did, as Vroom finds a second miss. AJT, Malteser, and Yokespie holding onto their full combos as we are already halfway through. It is just shy of a 4 million point lead for Coño's big team. Dada with the GG and smoke. I hate to agree with you, buddy, but I think that is probably the case here. I do think that there is not much to be done now. Coño's big team just too strong. They scale incredibly well. Their late round prowess is nigh unmatched, and they are going to be your victors in this match here shortly when this map concludes by the score of 7-3. Piece of Cake did what they could. They put up a pretty solid fight, but at the end of the day, just not enough, unfortunately. And that will mean Coño's big team is our first finalist in the winner's bracket, moving on to face the winner of our later match today between Will Stett's Sons and Sayonara Detka. They will be anxious to see, I'm sure, their opponent in the finals, but I'm positive they will feel comfortable against just about any team after a performance like that. Coño's big team looking very strong. FC comes out from Yokespie. Malteser and AJT both over 600 combo. Tough to compete against that level of play for really any team that is the super team of the tournament. And that means that we are done with this session. Our first 3 of 4 matches done for the day. Coño's big team advancing over Piece of Cake, Death Sentence over Chomama, and Pocket Galaxy over Team Vaviliums. Which leaves us with just 1 match left for the semifinals. It's going to be, as mentioned, Will Stett's Sons versus Sayonara Detka. That one's going to be taking place at 18 UTC. So that is in about an hour and 40 minutes from now, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, as we have gone forward an hour. And that will be an exciting one. That will be for a matchup against Coño's big team in the winners final next week. Definitely make sure to come back for that one later on. If you're not following the stream already, hit that follow button so you can be notified when we go live. Make sure you're in the Discord server for all the announcements for the streams. For now, we are going to go off the air until the next match comes up. We will go ahead and send a host on over, say hi to Kildori over at Yuri Cup, because why not? Actually, just kidding, don't do that. Nick's tournament has its grand finals going on, so we're gonna go over to check out the grand finals in tier 3 of Nick's tournament, which looks like it's just gotten underway. So go say hi over there. Thank you for watching. GG, well played to all of our victors today, and we'll see you guys in a little over an hour and a half for the last match of the weekend.